GENUINE SIMCHA. So Purim is a lead up. Adar is a lead up to Purim. Purim the Ika Avoida to be married by Achva V'Shalom V'Reis is all to lead up to Simcha. Happiness. The whole world is looking for happiness. Where does happiness come from? This psukim. The Torah will only find one nekuda that brings happiness. There's a pasuk that says, "Or zeru al atzadik v'lishri leiv simcha." Those that are straight, that are thinking straight, yashras, bring simcha. Even Torah it says, "Bekudei Hashem yesharim v'samchei leiv." The chelik of Torah that's misameach a person is the fact that it's yesharim, that it's straight. Straightness, clarity in life, that's what brings simcha. That's the mitzvah of simcha. Yeah, so the chayyur is the kapella. You see the halacha is on Purim we have to drink adol yoda as a woman halacha. Adol yoda, if anything, drinking is the spitz stira. To yashris, the halacha is in our paskin when you drink, you can't think straight. So what's the pshat that on the day that was supposed to be the most besimcha, there's a chiyuv to drink, and l'chira wine is a direct steer to simcha. Not only that, the pasuk state klar, the yayin is samach levav enush. Yayin has a koyach to be mesamech a person, to make a person happy. L'chira it's a direct steer to yashrus, which we know brings simcha. So I was thinking like this. There's a very big Gemara. There's a Mari it's going to come. There's a Mari Gemara. The Gemara says, Omar Abulay, the Gemara narrative says, B'shloisha Dvarim Adam Nikra, person's Nikra, famous Gemara.
Avrohom lenkt es wie everyday, give it the Megillah, it's okay to have sick.
B'kisoi, b'kaisoi, u'b'koisoi. When he drinks, when he gets angry, and when it comes to his pocket. The Gemara brings down another Madam where it says, Af b'sichakoi, when a person's happy, when a person's from his laughter, you can see. You could tell a person's of the Gemara Samachem with base and Erevin from his laughing. The Chayr is Shloisha Sichakoi. We are Freitzach. The Chayr is the Kapella. We know this man Cheskenani Atayr. There's so many different midas. Shloisha Dvarim Adam Nikar. Not only that, if anyone has daughters, they ever made a call to a shotgun about a bacher. So you call up. Imagine this phone call. You call up a shotgun and you tell the shotgun, listen. When this guy drinks, how does he act to other people? If you hear the second you hear he drinks, you hang up the phone. That's where you're going to be.
The
Same thing by Kas. This guy gets angry. When this guy gets angry.
It's so as this, if he's that, say if he has money, he's heimish. Heimish is heimish. Money is everything. What do they say in America?
You'll explain it later.
Wait a second. What do they? I like this video. He's saying his shit like a Megillah. Yeah, Megillah. I got this. Money is everything, Rabbi says.
Three things. There's so many thousands of midas, and then the Lashon
money,
the Lashon HaGemara, the Kisoi, the Kaisoi, the Koisoi. But we're just saying the rhyme. Kisoi, Kaisoi, Koisoi, it rhymes, so they take these three things. What's these three things? And it says this is B'shloisha Dvarim Adam Nikol. There's so many different midas, and what's the rhyme? The Kisoi, the Kaisoi, the Koisoi. It's the Chazay. We know it's Mavur and Chazal. That there was a whole Nashak of the time if you could write the Megillah, because the mitzvah, the Yom Tov of Purim is a Yom Tov of Mechias Amalek. What's Amalek? Amalek steht Asher Korcha Baderech V'Yezanav B'Cha Acharecha Kon Avshalom Acharecha Zogen Chazal Moshel Am Bat Yerech Tzachas. After the Kriyas Yamsuf, it was a moshel that you had a hot bathtub. And someone came and jumped into that hot bathtub, even though he burnt and he died. He was Makari, they made it cold for everyone else. That's the koyach of Amalek. That Amalek doesn't chap their asponim. They don't chap his spilus from anything that goes on. And when Yaakov Avinu's koyach is nechlash, it's over in the Gemara Amalek Achareva. That's when Amalek gets this koyach of asponim. Now by Klal Yisrael, the Gemara says, Gimel Azin Shabu'elam, the Klal Yisrael is Azin Shabu'umos. Klal Yisrael, when it comes to Aziz, the Kedusha, we're not the sport from what goes on around us. We're considered the Azin Shabu'umos We're the ones that have zero. We're the ones that have zero is spineless with a Okay, so we're considered the Azim Sheba Umois. Azus, what's the koyach of Alice? We're not in the spall from that goes on around us. That's the Mechemes Amalek between Klal Yisrael and Amalek. That means Klal Yisrael, the state Mordechai leYichrav leYishtachave, because Klal Yisrael was the Srashim from the fact that they went to the Suda v'Achashverosh. That koyach that they were nispas from what went on around us, the tshuva was the Mordechai leYichrav leYishtachave. Hama was Amalek. That was that koyach of tshuva. It's not chazay. The Gemara says l'chayra when it says nikar b'kisai b'kaisai. Oh no! So let's go back a second. What's yayin? We asked the shayla l'chayr is yashrus. Yashrus is straightness. That's what brings simcha. And we see wine brings simcha. On Purim, state the Gemara nichnas yayin yotza soy. If a person drinks, secrets come out. It means to say what you're not supposed to say. The Gemara doesn't mean that. What does it mean? What do you find? Soid we find in Pilim chavrei. State soid Hashem liyareya v'brisay lahoidiyah. What soid zakta this David? It's a hemshech from the fact that the Rebbeinu Shalom gives those the ones that liyareya, those that are Yeresh Shemayim. The Rebbeinu Shalom, they live with understanding of nitzchias. They live understanding that this world, what goes on around us, we're just pieces. It's just temporary. Soid is nitzchias. Soid is nitzchias. Soid is going on Olam Haba. It's going on nitzchias. That's the Avodah was tzadikim haba. Nichnas yayin yotza soid. Why? Because if wine goes in, the metzias of yayin is it takes a person's surrounding doesn't have such an effect on it. Without the person's surround doesn't have his pneumius comes out. If a pneumius comes out, the pneumius for Nayid is Yoshua. The Velt says, the Goyin says, you see, that by little kids they're always happy. When they get older, suddenly the happiness goes away. Where does that come from? Because a person was born Yasha, so the closer he is to the Bria, the closer he is to Yashus, and that's where that natural happiness comes from. So if I cared, it's not a stira, the Yayin. Yayin is not a stira. Yayin brings out the previous from Ayid, the previous from Ayid, the Hasponim. The Maral writes in Mishnah Shlema was up the Maral.
What?
That one, the Maral. Mishnah Shlema. The Maral says, Maral says that the Asponim, when it says Klal Yisrael's Asponim Sheba Umois, the Asponim is, the reason why Klal Yisrael's Asponim is because we work with Sechli. The more chumrius there is to affect the person's Seichel, the more Ashpa he has.
Don't say Asponim. He doesn't say that Yisrael is Azim. Doesn't say Asponim.
Az is the Kedusha.
Was steht nicht Asponim? Weiß ich nicht.
Okay, boss, you're right.
But I'm going to say, if you didn't understand this shit yet, we want money.
The Gemara says, if you take, let's go to the Gemara. So the Gemara, that Adam Nikah B'Shloisha Dvarim B'Kisei B'Kaisei B'Kaisei.
Ich lein aus B'Kisei.
The two letters.
Who told you to lein B'Kaisei B'Kisei?
Two letters.
It's B'Kisei B'Kisei B'Kisei.
The two letters that are combined in these three words is Chof Samach. There's a pasuk that states Yod Al Case Kar Hashem Melchemes Amalek Dor. Case is Kisei, Ina Kisei Shalom. It doesn't say Kisei, it says Case because Ina Kisei Shalom Achi Yimcha Shemosho Amalek. That's why it says Case. The Gemara says it's going on Purim. It's going on Purim. It's like the Gemara Adam Nikah B'Shloisha Dvarim. You want to know where a person stands with his Melchama Neged Amalek. Where is this Azus to Kedusha? Which Azus to Kedusha comes from not having an effect from everything around us. So the Gemara is Nikar B'Kaisai. That we explained already because the previous comes out. Nikar B'Kaisai because there's a dinner Mechias Amalek. So the Rambam Musanech Ani Esna. When a person goes to fight Amalek, he's supposed to be angry at them. He's going out to kill them. The Nikar B'Kaisai because it's money. You know, when it comes to money, a person's attached to his chumrius. You know, there's some shoes that they lay in the poor shoes that have a minute. When it says, you know, we learn sometimes in Megillah, the Nusach of Tisha B'Av, it says, you know, they lay, they had a Tisha B'Av when it came to money, but the money is a person's attachment. The money is also the effect. So Adam Nikar, with a simcha, because the more a person has that previous, the ashrus comes out, that's where the simcha comes from. So when we have this Yom Tov of Purim, with the avodas besimcha, avada, if a person has the opportunity to use that previous, bring out the simcha, and with simcha a person brings gewaldig ashwas, the swarm, the chassidish swarm, that even people that have averis, the reason why you find the Rebbe gives them such a shefa is because if they're happy, happiness, there's all the dinam. If a person's more scared of his averis, it brings sometimes atzlos, that's what brings dinam on a person. So if we could accomplish that and be besimcha and bring that previous out, there's nothing even Amalek that can conquer us.